We're feet away from the houses of the residents who complain about the noises from trains like this one. Unlike schools closing and delays, shelters like the little pantry that could stay open all day to protect as many people as they can from tumbling temperatures. This was Alyssa's experience with a paintball gun. 2 shots square in the back in the middle of the night. Senate passed legislation allowing grocery and liquor stores to sell wine on Sundays and holidays. You've heard reactions from both sides, but there's one third party who says it may or may not be their saving grace. For the past couple of weeks, the talk of trade war between the United States and China has spooked markets and put a feeling of uncertainty among investors across the world. Although you may not be able to buy into the idea of drinking during the action here on the field, local bars around Murfreesboro invite you and your friends to come have a drink or two, win or lose. In light of such a dark day, donations were welcomed at the release party. In return, the family rewarded each donor with a small token from a man with big dreams. You walk up the steps of the little pantry that could in North Nashville. You'll usually find volunteers stocking over 11,000 pounds of food for families in need.
Try to find some more different kinds so they have some choices tomorrow.
But because chilly nights are lingering over Nashville, Stacy Downey decided to do more than just haul items for their food pantry.
It's kind of word of mouth. People who know folks who are staying outside, I mean, they may say, come here because it's an easy place to come in. We don't have to have ID.
Isaiah Jepson thought he could brave the cold.
It got so cold that we had to. I woke up and my dreads were frosted.
Unlike schools closing and delays, shelters like the little pantry that could stay open all day to protect as many people as they can from tumbling temperatures. And when temperatures fall below 32 degrees, there's a warm place for the homeless in this shelter, providing 30 to 35 beds for its visitors.
We've been here, good Lord, going on 3 weeks, and thank God for that, because there was a lady out there on Charlotte Pike over by the drugstore there on 51st in Charlotte, froze to death. Why didn't she know about this place?
There may be a chill in the air, but these homeless guests are grateful for the warmth of Stacy's hospitality.
Stacy's a good woman. Actually, I think she should be canonized as a saint.
I knew it was going to happen.
The power of a pen holds the decision of this sign changing from closed to open on Sundays.
Once they got wine in the grocery stores, they weren't going to stop.
For Ted Robinson, running Murfreesboro Wine and Spirits is more of a business than a convenience.
You can't get anybody to tell you about anything that they, normally sell.
And although this means Sunday fun day for some people,
there's often times that I've been out of whiskey and it was a Sunday and I couldn't get it. So now I can.
For Ted, this means the only day spent with his family taken away.
I have a wife and 3 little girls that I like to be able to, see, and we're already here 6 days a week open for business anyway.
4:38.
Locally owned liquor stores believe wine sales in grocery stores can't compare. Senate passed legislation allowing grocery and liquor stores to sell wine on Sundays and holidays. You've heard reactions from both sides, but there's one third party who says it may or may not be their saving grace. Tennessee is included in the Bible Belt, which leaves conservative churchgoers against the recent approval, while others say,
I think that that's the right of any person who wants to buy alcohol on Sundays.
Ted says opening on Sundays may be optional to others, but he can't afford the hit competing with other businesses trying to dry up his money flow.
I'm either open or I just miss out on that, on that business. And after we've already taken close to a 30% hit when the grocery store started selling wine, we can't afford to take another.
It's off-season for Blue Raider football at MTSU, and a bill that would have allowed alcohol for purchase during sport events is also off the table. You won't be seeing liquor sold at these concession stands anytime soon, and former MTSU kicker Cannon Rooker thinks this won't keep fans from flowing into the stadium.
The fans we have right now, they're great. We've got loyal fans, they're diehards, they do exactly what they're great. They're here every game, and that's awesome. But if we could just keep steadily increasing little by little, I think that before you know it, in a couple of years, this place could be a real good home atmosphere and something that could really help the team out.
Although lawmakers put a cap on the idea, MTSU cheerleader Jordan Johnson says the environment during games is what determines the energy.
We do chants and cheers to make them follow along with us, but it just really depends on the mood or the atmosphere, how the team doing.
Although you may not be able to buy into the idea of drinking during the action here on the field, local bars around Murfreesboro invite you and your friends to come have a drink or two, win or lose. Leisure bars like the Borough and the Boulevard are only a crosswalk away from MTSU, where students buy alcohol. MTSU cheerleader Kennedy Powell says that with her squad, great support and energy during games are the only kind of spirit the True Blue community needs.
If they do end up doing that, I hope that more people do come to the games, because it's just a great feeling when the whole stand is full, or when the whole arena in the Murphy Center is full.
Most fans and athletes are hoping lawmakers give the bill another shot in the future.
Kind of lacing on the track, Nashville, Tennessee, got a show where yeah. Shout out to 6.
Jayla Da Silva's passion for music still lives on through the love of his family.
Favorite memories of Aquila would honestly be when we were making music, honestly.
To friends and family members like Kadari Da Silva, Aquila, an aspiring rapper also known as Natrix Dream, had a gift for music.
It felt like anything he touched, he could at least start it, and at least sound decent when he started, When we first started making music, he was producing his own stuff, and he was rapping on it.
Natrix and 3 other victims died in the recent mass shooting at an Antioch Waffle House, leaving loved ones saddened by the tragedy.
I'm angry. I'll tell you that. I'm angry. The biggest problem, and it's a problem that persists throughout America, right? At least this country, is gun control.
Friends and family came together at the Island Vibes nightclub Saturday night for a release party of Natrix's song, Platinum, hoping his presence would be felt by many.
This is the Platinum release. Basically, he had some music that he hadn't released yet, and so we're taking it to the next level by, as his family, just living out his legacy for him.
In light of such a dark day, donations were welcomed at the release party. In return, the family rewarded each donor with a small token from a man with big dreams. In addition to the release of Platinum, CDs containing 3 of Da Silva's songs graced their way into people's hands.
Aquila was honestly was probably one of the most naturally talented people with music that I've ever met in my life.
The family says this is a step in the right direction of healing. And although this celebration was under the most unfortunate circumstances, they'll do what it takes to keep Natrix's memory alive.
Natrix Dream, baby.
Reporting for News 3, I'm Jayla Jackson.